So I tried that whole Yuka app thing, and before I even talk about the moments of when I first tried it, I'm gonna talk about when I feel like I was first introduced to it now that I have used it and then thinking about it, and then also how it's affected me. So I would say this. When I was a server, y'all remember when I was a server? If you don't, it's super fine. It's totally fine. That's in like archives or whatever. When I was a server, I remember this, one of my server friends, whatever, she told me about this app that was that scans like the ingredients of certain products and lets you know how, like, I guess healthy or like natural it is. And I remember her like asking me like what type of lotion or like products to use, and I can check it. And I was like, okay, I used the Jergens lotion. She said it got like this poor grade, right? I just remember it being bad. I was like, not for me, because that'd be helping my eczema, right? And we'll get into eczema later. But I would say this. At the time, I wasn't thinking that about like natural products for like skin health or anything like that, but I was more so into what works for me, and Jergens works for me. It's been working for me it's been a staple lotion for me for a while, like my whole life, dang near. So I would say that when I was introduced to that first moment of it being bad quality or not as natural, or lower on the scale of being natural ingredients or products, I was just wondering, like, interesting. So fast forward to recently, like a couple weeks ago, I'm watching one of my favorite natural hair stylists on YouTube right now. I honestly forgot her name. I need to shout her out. I'll put her in the link description. But and by the way, go ahead and comment below any products that works and doesn't work for you, or any natural hairstyles that you want to try. I'm really curious on some next hairstyles that I want to do, so let me know. But especially the products, comment down the products. But I would say that she used the app on her own products, like her, I've been wanting to use her like shampoo and conditioner and some of her oils and stuff like that. And she used the Yuka app to scan the natural ingredients for her products, and they scored really high. And so I was forever trying to figure out what the app was called, and realized it was called the Yuka app, and I downloaded it. When I downloaded it, all right, this is me actually using the Yuka app, right? I tested on every product that I had, and I was just so surprised on the scores that I got for certain products. And I felt some type of way about the lotion products or the moisturizing products that I use for my skin, which I use Jergens lotion and this Vaseline ultra healing, not ultra healing, Shea Butter Vaseline. It's the ultra healing Jergens lotion that I use. But long story short, I didn't like the scores. I guess I was reintroduced to the bad score that my Jergens lotion got, or like some of my other moisturizing products got. I would say my face wash that I've been using for over a decade now at this point, 2 decades. Almost 2 decades. I'm not gonna say 2 decades, but almost 2 decades, decade and a half. But my face wash was fine, and I would have to say that when I found out this, I refound out of the scores of the lotions that I use, I was more interested in finding lotions that were of higher status or higher scoring for the Yuka app of how natural the ingredients was. And this was me trying to figure out these ingredients, right? But lo and behold, I found this lotion, right? Cetaphil, and I wanted to do the Shea Butter. The Shea Butter kind, because it scored really high on the Yuka app. When I tell you I tried this lotion broke me out so much. Oh my gosh. And it wasn't even like my eczema, it was like an eczema acne type of issue. And I don't get like body acne, but I felt like my like the problem areas where I have eczema, I would say that those same areas started to having little bumps on there, like little pimple bumps. I might insert a picture of like what was happening around my neck area, and I would say those little bumps were like everywhere where my problem areas were for my from my eczema. And so I was just so displeased that this lotion, there's still like a whole bunch of lotion left. I was so mad I spent so much money on this lotion and now I have to go give it away, but that's neither here or there. I used this lotion for about 3 days and I was like, if it's the lotion, I'm gonna stop using it. And sure enough, it was a lotion. Stopped using it, started using my Jergens lotions and my Vaseline my Vaseline and all my other moisturizing products, and lo and behold, my skin went back to being a lot better now. And I was just like, well, you could have at least told me that this Yuka app is, I don't want to say it's wrong, but I would say that this Yuka app really has surprised me, but I'm also like displeased with some of the results, especially when I'm like, my eczema, which we can go into a little snippet of my eczema. I've been having real bad eczema for the past, my whole life, actually my whole life. And recently I've been having issues of having eczema on my hand. And you can see how it's like, honestly, my skin has healed so much, but I don't really think you can see it on my hand too much anymore. It used to be like real right here. My hand has gotten better. Mind you, I'm not wearing any lotion right now, so you can see that it's ashy, but you can see the dark spots of where the eczema was really bad, because look at the different tones. You see the different shades in skin. It's a little darker in these areas. But I used to have eczema real bad in my hands recently, but my problem areas were my elbows, my sides of my elbows, my knees, back of my knees, back in the neck, back in the ear, mouth area. Like, it was really bad. So I grew up with like taking steroids, like steroid lotions and steroid creams. And I decided when I was like young 20s to mid 20s that I was not going to use those creams anymore. And I think I ended up like caving in to one moment of getting the cream, and I used the cream, but then when I stopped using the cream, my eczema started to get worse again. So because it got worse again, I was just like, I need to figure out natural things. So the fact that I experienced that whole entire thing, and now I'm like trying to get back on track with getting my eczema back in order, I would have to say like trying new products like this or any other new products that I might think would work on my skin is always so nerve-wracking, because I could just at this point break out in anything. My eczema can flare up, which it has. I don't even think I mentioned how bad my eczema was around my mouth during this whole shebang with this lotion. I'm just never going to use this lotion again. I had such a bad allergic reaction. It was just so bad. But I would say that this Yuka app is probably something I won't use that often. I do want to use it one more time just for some hair products. I want to see what the melanin hair care scores on those products, And then because I want to try those shampoo and conditioner and all that stuff, I want to try those products soon. But I'm okay with sticking to what works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? But I would just say, guys, be careful, especially if you know you have sensitive skin, sensitive stomach. Be careful when you try something new. But be sure to check out my other videos. I'll be back with you.